The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the game. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will... to use its first time out of the half. Pulled and fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Power football with the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. He's got him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. QB draw. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The Trojans get enough for the 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And that'll put the first points in the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's That's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in down the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bray. At the 45 on his way. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
With the score, UCLA 7, USC 3.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for space. It's Bray. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game, picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Trying play action. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch and run for 6.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. The origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Bruins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Marshall. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Might be looking to run. Got room to work. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 14 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Fowler. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to buy time. Slings it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Complete downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Running back searching for a hole. He breaks the tackle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Might as well give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Caught close to the marker. It's Marshall. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right on the money. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags it quickly on the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Bray. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heisman's.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the direct snap, it's Brady. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
This is an offense that practices these situations. It's game management. It's late in the game. You've already got the lead. You don't have to force it on 3rd and short in this area of the field. Just throw it away, kick a field goal, and now you've got a 2-possession lead.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 7 over Fresno State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially...
Oh, he's got some space. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to get the edge on the right. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Hand off from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gun of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. USC stretches out that lead, and not too far in the distance, they're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in LA.
Yeah, you could tell, too. Talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the second half. They had to have energy. They had to execute, and right now they're getting ready to chant "Fight on" at the end of this game.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45.
1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Catch in the middle. It's Pitts. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time on target. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. See some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Bray. Can't get him to the ground. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
Well, 100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On the direct snap, it's Bray. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Coming up, 4th down.
Back in 1939, USC first stole the victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.